Hello, my name is Donna Simiele. I'm your CIS instructor. Um, when you enter in any of my courses, at the top of the screen on the home page is where you're going to enter the course. You're going to see a picture of me and information on how to get a hold of me. This is my work phone number, which somebody tried to text once. That's why I put this in here. It does not receive text messages. But I do use Remind text messaging, which you can actually use that to text me through. And there are instructions in the course on how to set that up. Here's my college email address, which I do check often, and right now you're watching this intro video at the top. Okay, so when you go into my course, the first thing you want to do is go into the Start Here menu item on the left-hand side. And I'll give you information about the course, about software dealing with the course. This particular course requires no textbook, so you can get started right away. There's no reason to wait. It gives you getting started instructions, and you'll see that there's information about using the Learning to Learn online orientation to familiarize yourself with Blackboard. I would highly recommend that you go in and do that. As you go down through the list, you'll see that there's instructions on how to set up Remind. With Remind text messaging, a lot of people use this through, their school years in the past, or through coaching or whatever. And I don't get your phone number. You don't get my phone number, but you do have the option to be able to communicate with me through that. And I set it up so that you'll get a remind about due dates the day before, so that it gives you time to, like, all of a sudden you remember, oh, that's right, that has to be in by midnight tomorrow night. All right. I also work in the online learning department, and you will find my office down the online learning section in D106, so you can stop in and see me. The big thing is going through and reading the syllabus and reviewing all the information. So here's your steps to getting started. Okay. Back over in the left-hand side, if you go into course announcements, you're going to see any announcements that I've listed here. There should be an opening announcement to get you started. So I will be posting announcements at different times throughout the weeks. Okay. Now, because this is a 5-week course, this course moves very quickly, and if you get behind, it's very hard to keep going. So, kind of keep that in mind when you're scheduling your time. All right, and as you go down through the menu, your course information, very important area, go in, and I've got 2 versions of the syllabus. Print that out. The course schedule is in here. Here's some frequently asked questions, and here's the area where you can get free software for this course. Okay. So Microsoft or Office 365 is available. Just be aware that if you're taking CIS 109, they do not have a Mac version of the database software access. So you need access to a PC. If you don't have a computer to put the software on, then you need to make arrangements to come to campus or go to your public library to use the software on their computers. Okay, so make sure you read through this information. Print out the schedule. It's a pretty simple schedule. Pay attention to due dates. There's an earlier date for your first discussion, and then all the rest of your assignments are due at the end of the module. I do allow for late work, but I only give you a couple days to turn in late work, and it is with a 20-point deduction per missed assignment. So don't throw away points by handing in your work late. It's a fairly easy course to do, so you don't have to spend tons of hours on this, okay? When you go into learning modules, okay, there's a module for each week, and each module is pretty much set up the same way. There's a what's due when that gives you step-by-step of what you need to do in each module. There's a quiz in every module. There's a assignment in every module. There are videos, how to submit assignments, how to take the quizzes. There's videos on how to participate in the discussions. The discussions are pretty much every week unless it tells you otherwise in the module, okay? And on the very last module, it's very important to pay attention to the last date of the class because I don't accept late homework after the end of the last date of the class. So the schedule is very important, and I've tried to give you information on each one of these modules to give you dates as well. Okay. My grades is very important to check periodically through the course. Okay. So if you go into my grades, okay, if you see a yellow dot in one of the assignments in here, that means that you've submitted an assignment. And once an assignment is submitted, the link to the assignment becomes an active link here. And after it's been graded, you'll see the grade in there as well. If you see View Rubric underneath any one of the headings, if you hit View Rubric, this one's been graded already, so you can actually see where the points have been gained and lost for this assignment. Okay, so it's very important you can check this before, during, and after you submit an assignment. Okay, so you'll see there's a discussion rubric, there's assignment rubrics. It's very important, and you should check this, like I said, before you actually go in and work on the assignments. Okay, another thing you might notice is the blue. The balloon in front of the grades. If you click on the blue balloon, you will see some feedback that I've typed out for you. So a lot of times it's important to check the feedback from a previous assignment so you know what you did wrong, so that, or what you did right, so you can make better choices when you do your next set of assignments. Okay. Another thing that you can do is after it's graded, or even after it's submitted, when you see the yellow dot, if this is a link and I can click on it, I can actually go into the assignment and I can see, now this one's been graded, so I can see the feedback over here on the right-hand side. I can see the grade at the top. If I go in, there's a View Rubric button at the top. I can view the rubric from there as well. Okay, and the instructor has actually put feedback right on the document, so you can actually see I'm pointing out the problems with this document. Okay, so it's very important to check my grades periodically. Okay, now also if you go into my grades, if you see a blue dot on an assignment, it means you've started it but you haven't finished it, especially in quizzes or discussions and stuff like that. So it's always important to check your grades to make sure that you've actually done what you're supposed to do. Okay, if you need to reach out to me, you can use the send email feature on the left-hand side, and then we've got a whole bunch of resources to help you out. If you need help with something, all right, one thing that I would highly recommend, this phone number here for SUNY Online Help Desk, the 1-844 number, put that into your phone, because if you have a problem with Blackboard, you can give them a call and they can actually go into the course, be able to see if, maybe for an example, you don't see a test that you're supposed to be taking. You can call them and they can look and see if that test is hidden from students, when it's going to open, things like that. They have night and weekend hours, so they're a great resource to have. Okay. Another resource is ACE. Go to ACE when you need help with Word, PowerPoint, Access, any of those. They have a tutor that can help you out, or you can click on this link and go in and get an online tutoring session scheduled. So you can do a face-to-face schedule, you can do a online schedule, or you can actually do a walk-in in the library upstairs. Okay? All right. And in this course, I am using info-based cloud learning. It might say it's Who Knew It videos. If for some reason you go into a module and you can't open the videos, you want to come back out here to the menu and click on this, and it will activate your account in Who Knew It or in info-based cloud learning, and then you can go back into the module and watch the video. Okay. Last thing, obviously there's a link to the online learning website, and then this link here. If you need help with online courses, Blackboard, things like that, we have a online learning student support specialist. And in here you can actually go in and you can set up an appointment with her. You can do a live chat with her. You can give her a call. You can stop by her office. It's a great resource if you're taking online classes. Okay, so at this point you want to go to Start Here, read the information to get you started in the course.